and welcome back to another Sims 4 building challenge. I've been inspired when it comes to building by so many different things. We can get inspired by colors. We can get inspired by styles. But every once in a while I wake up in the morning and I'm like, let's get inspired by something totally just out of the blue for today. This is why today we're doing biomes of the world, apparently. So in today's video, I'm going to get inspired by the loose term biomes. I mean, there are particular biomes in the world, but a lot of them are, not to say quite similar to each other, but when it comes to trying to get inspired for a build, I had to kind of step out of the actual term biome. So I have created this little spin the wheel for us today that's got a lot of, well, it has 6 different kind of types of biome. So for example, we've got desert, we've got tropical rainforest, we've got underwater, so like actual, like trying to make it as underwater, like I'm thinking of trying to make it into a pool, I don't know. We've got grassland, which is like kind of, I'd like to think just regular flat, lovely grassy overgrown, I don't know. We've got the snowy, which I've learned today is called Tundra, and then we've got beach coral vibes, I don't know. These are all kind of wacky and a little bit silly, but whatever. These are going to inspire me today to maybe use some objects I've never used before. You know the drill. So this only has 6 rooms, which isn't the Sandra special of 7 rooms. So I think today I'm going to get rid of the hallway. If I create like a little bathroom, okay, I'm going to make it 3 by 3 because I think when you're trying to show off a particular style, when you make it smaller than that, you pretty much just can't see it. So anyways, I'm going to do maybe toilet just kind of as you come in. So then we could have like sitting room vibes this way. We could have an office over on this side as well. Then I'm thinking just simply straightforward. Let's head on over to the kitchen. We could have a simple, okay, that's a big enough dining room. Maybe I'll make the kitchen a little bit bigger. That would be your dining room. And we've got no bedroom because that is, of course, how things like that work. And we obviously just have a square home, so that is also beautiful. That is so sad, but that could be our house. That could be the bedroom. I feel like I'm gonna have to make this a little bit more interesting. Like maybe we could incorporate some sort of like a little nook like that. And then maybe actually if I just push everything slightly over. How about that now? Maybe that's a little bit better. I just wanted, okay, I wanted it a little bit more interesting, but I don't know. Wait, now let me just figure out, does this make any sense? So I need 6 rooms, and that is 6 rooms. So we've got bathroom, office, kitchen, dining, sitting room, and bedroom. Yeah, we could make this work. We'll obviously have some sort of like a back garden scenario. Maybe we could actually do a little garden to the side or something. I think that might be quite interesting, but you know the drill. I'm going to just roof this thing. You know what? I'll take you along with me for the roofing. Okay, why did I do this little thing here? Like, I don't know. Why do I tend to do these things? God really knows. No one really knows, actually. So I could do like a lovely little thing, you know, like that. But you guys always tell me that, first of all, you guys always tell me that I need to research roofing, which you are right. And I still have to do that. But you say to do the biggest chunk first, which I'd like to think this is the biggest chunk, which that actually looks like a pretty regular house to me. That doesn't look too bad. But then what? Like, what do we do with this portion? I'm kind of thinking, what if I just bring this kind of like this, like so. Make that quite, okay, that's not gonna work. Okay, what if I remove this altogether? Make this as tall as it can be. And then I have like one singular little tile over here. Oh my God. See, that would be kind of grand the way it looks, but this is not grand. Nothing is grand about this. Okay, how do I fix this? Maybe I could just remove this. Oh my God, I forgot how to build today. That's fun. I could just remove that. I mean, that probably would make more sense. There we go, problem solved. You can't roof something, just remove the wall. Obviously that's very realistic and that's how it works in real life too, of course. Okay, I'm actually kind of happy with the positioning and everything, so let's, I don't know, let's use these stones today. That's kind of pretty. So I was actually thinking of doing a side garden, like I just mentioned about 3 seconds ago. So maybe if I do something like that today, like, whoa, actually that's a bit weird. Wait a sec. If I do this and then maybe get like a tall fence, could do this dark brown. Oh, that's not a nice color actually. Let's just get the regular one for now. We could do like a funky little garden like this. Maybe we could actually open this up. Whoa, that's so different. What if I paint it now? I think I need to paint it first before I go any further. What should we paint you with today? I like these. I found these the other day. These like stones. These are really cool. But maybe I could find something else that's cool as well. I never use these things. I mean, rightfully so. I don't really know how to make them work, so I'm kind of afraid to pick them up. These are also pretty cool. Like, I like this kind of old, whatever this is, a vertical hold. I feel like a lot of these I might use today, although why would I use rusty bricks? I don't know. But maybe something like this, even for like the desert. Or like, that looks like dirt. Dirty ground, you know, that kind of way. Oh, that's kind of pretty, actually. Oh, that's pretty cool. What if I use some of, the edges on it? But maybe I could just use it for this chunk. And maybe, I was going to say maybe that chunk too. But I kind of like that. Done building my house. There we go. Beautiful home. Do we do modern vibes? Modern contempo. Yeah, that's actually beautiful. Sorry, that's actually gorgeous, stunning vibes. So, not going to lie, that's pretty cute. Oh, let's go for dark vibes today. Beautiful dark home. I mean, my dream home is like quite dark. So, like my dream life would be to live in a house that's painted black. Like, not in a sad way at all. Like, I genuinely just like the idea of a black home. And wouldn't it be really good to have that? Because the heating bill, I feel like would be... Okay, why did I paint half the house this color and half the other color? I'm not sure, but let's just go with it. I feel like when your house is black, the sun would like hit off of it and like heat it naturally, like heat the walls. I love being warm, so I like the idea of that. So... that is why I would like to live in a black house. Further questions? Not necessary. Okay, so we've got this, which is actually quite cute. Let's just window the place up and then I'll do the landscaping off camera. No one can see how I do my... Okay, everyone knows how I do my landscaping. That's why I never show it anymore. If I do like a double little window like this, because technically, since this being our sitting room, it's also serving as a hallway. But we need to give it as much natural light as possible. And I think with that door, use of this door with the little windows, I think also makes a lot of sense. So, okay, I really want to put this window here. But that is a bathroom. So maybe I'll put this window here instead. Wow, stunning. 10 out of 10 so far. I think it's looking beautiful. I really love using these windows, but I kind of don't like how they're thicker. So maybe I'll put the bathroom window over here so that when you're having your barbecue, you can just spy on people in the toilet. And of course, what are we going to put there? Drum roll, you've guessed it. We are putting move objects on. And we're doing this because I cannot live without that apparently. Okay, so I'm thinking some shrubbery on that side. So maybe another cutesy little window on this side. Ooh, what a fun little window nook. That's ideal. So then I'm thinking if this is going to be the kitchen, naturally, I would actually put my kitchen running along this side. But I do want a little entrance to the garden space, maybe from this side today. So why don't we do something slightly different? It is a really fun door, but it's too much like a shop vibe, which is fair enough because it came with the shopping and hobbies pack. So maybe I'll do like a big double door like this. I think that's a lot of fun and we could have like a really fun barbecue space here. Maybe we could have like some kind of garden vibe at the side here as well. I think that could be quite interesting. Maybe for the kitchen we will use maybe these windows, and for the dining space I feel like I'm just going to use maybe these ones. But I do like to have quite big windows in a dining space. So maybe I'll actually use another one of these as well. There we go. Bob's your uncle. We have actually no window here. Wait a second. Maybe I could just do 2 of these windows here on the side. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, we don't really want them to be too big. Maybe instantly I will just put some flower pots here. Not for privacy, but for some reason kind of is giving me privacy vibes. Like, oh, we cannot see you because the plants are in the way. Of course. Come on, go into the shower. We can't see you. What is this video? Why is it so weird? Okay, I'm gonna just make my doors white, of course, for the moment because this is a biome challenge. So everything is going to be weird as it is. I shouldn't really be worried too much about the looks of this. You know, I should be really worried about everything else in this video. You see, I really want to do like this massive archway here. But then if I put a small archway here, that's going to look pathetic. It's like big mommy archway and then little big baby archway. Okay, what is my hair doing today? Yeah, I wish we just had a taller version of this because it makes me not want to use this. Sad vibes. I know you guys suggested that I also open up a space with a scoundrel, but that is still too much of an open space for me, especially when you're doing like different specific styles for each room. I like to really have the styles determined by the rooms, like enclosed in spaces. So I'm just going to do a small archway. Or what if I do a double archway? What if I do this? That's silly. Okay, I'll just do one archway. That is our beautiful home, ladies and gentlemen. Are we happy? Are we excited? I mean, it's interesting. I kind of like the side garden. So I'm going to just do a little bit of landscaping off camera. Actually, let me just paint the roof. Roof tile vibe. Kind of like this roof. There's something kind of cool and interesting about it. So maybe we'll go for this one today. Oh, stunning. Okay, I'm gonna do landscaping next. Wait, I just wanted to say one thing. The Sims released a new like roadmap and stuff, and they released this like thing that's happening. Like, you know those events where you get like items, and the reward items for those events, I don't know what they're called. I'm just gonna leave it on the screen. I don't know what it's called. But you get like free rocks, I think. Oh, I'm gonna have to do it just for rocks because you know how much I love my rocks with my landscaping. I mean, I am dying excited. What is that? What does that phrase even mean? I am so excited. When I saw that there were rocks, I heard people giving out that like, oh my god, they're giving us free rocks. How boring and lame is that? I'm like, you don't understand. When you're a builder and you love landscaping, rocks are actually like a godsend. Like more natural, different looking rocks. Oh my god, I was so excited when I seen them rocks. So yeah, rocks. And Sandra is exceptionally excited today about them. Okay guys, so I've completed the house now, which I actually really love it. And this always happens when I'm about to do like a stupid home with like stupid restrictions or whatever. I end up like creating something different and something that I actually find quite adorable. So I've got this beautiful little seating area and the theme is kind of dark outside. So I've picked out this table, which I actually really love this as an outdoor table. These chairs, which again, never use these chairs, I don't think ever in my life. So I've got this beautiful little setup and then I got some swings, even though I don't think there's going to be like a child living here. I thought to myself, wait a second, if I could afford a swing set right now, I would have a swing set just for myself. So I thought like swings aren't necessarily labeled as a child's fun thing, you know, it could be for anybody. And I mean, as long as it withstand my weight, then that's all I care about. So we've got a swing set and then we've got a little cute back garden at the back. So I think it's quite adorable. So I'm going to save it just in case because you know me, like I always love these like empty homes just in case I need a quick home. Also, is that the front of the lot? Whoopsie. I built the house the other way. Honestly, I get that that could be the front of the lot, whatever, but also the lighting is kind of shining really nicely from this side. So I personally think that this should be the front of this lot and then this could be the front of that lot. So that is very annoying, but you know what? I don't care. People can just use the side door if they want to visit. I don't care. Anyways, okay. As you know, we are going to be wrecking this house now. And I'm actually, like, I really love this layout. And I get so excited when I finish the landscaping and I see, like, the empty blank canvas ready to be destroyed. Like, there's something just so satisfying about that. Why do I look like I have, like, a little microphone here today? Like, I'm Britney Spears. Like, woohoo! Yeah. Sorry, I don't know what's going on today. Anyways, well, looking at the fact that we've got no hallway today, let's start with the epicenter of the build, which I believe is going to be the sitting room. So I've got to spin this silly little wheel, and this wheel is going to decide what biome, I don't even know if I'm calling this right, but what biome this is going to be. So let's give it a little spin. What are we gonna do for the sitting room? Oh, grassland. Oh, okay, that's fine. I mean, all of them are gonna be a bit weird, so I'm not sure if this is a good thing or a bad thing. So when you search grassland as a biome, a giraffe comes up apparently. So like, is it kind of meant to be slightly tropical? Like this picture of a tree comes up. So that's fantastic. So I feel like it's going to be very peaceful, very flat, very kind of green, blue skies. Maybe a slight bit of like dead grass in there as well, you know, like destroyed by the sun a little bit, but very much so like plain. Grasslands are generally open and continuous, fairly flat areas of grass. They're often located between temperature forests at high latitude and desert at subtropical latitudes. I feel like I'm learning today, so that is fantastic. So I'd like to think of this, not necessarily like the floor is grass and the walls are sky. Like I don't necessarily want to just go for like grassland biome done. Like I might do something like that maybe for the tropical rainforest, but I want to make this look still a little bit more refined. So I wonder if I just go into green and see what kind of green floorings we've got. Like even something like that, you know, like that's just a little carpet. That could work. We also have to think about the fact that this is a sitting room, so we got to make it kind of cozy feeling, like cozy vibed. But I'm feeling since grassland is not meant to be too dark, I want something quite light feeling. I guess then I also could go for like a wooden floor and just go for like green rugs. What if I do a chipper floor? That's kind of fun. Like, wait a sec. What if I just say for this? This is symbolizing that dead grass, okay? And then what if I was to go for like some rugs, like green rugs, but like a lot of green layered grugs and like lots of plants and things. Oh my god, this rug is so cute. Adorable. Ladybugs, fun. What is... Okay. Sometimes I do these challenges and I'm like, this is a fake item. I've never seen this before. You are the imposter. Who are you? I don't know who you are. Like we could do, oh, definitely these. Could like layer a couple of rugs together. Oh, that's a pretty cool rug actually. Wait a second. And it's big, so it could, you know, I feel like that's a bit too dark. It's big, so it could almost, oh my god, I can't get rid of the other one. Could take up quite a lot of this room. And then maybe we could have like a few just like layered over it. I don't know. I don't know what this is, guys. I feel like with challenges like this, we all know not really to ask questions and really not to take this too seriously. This is just a little bit of fun. Why doesn't that go up on top of it? I don't get it. Like, what's the story with that? Oh my god, what? Is it because you're bigger? Oh my god, that's so annoying. I'm gonna have to let you go. Okay, what if I just put this over here for a second and we have this? Then why don't we do like a bluey greeny walls? Because, you know, open land, flat land, I'm thinking you could see a lot of the horizon. Why don't we do something like this? Ooh, bluey greeny. Horizon, flat horizon. Oh, I kind of like the idea of this green wall. That's actually pretty cute. Oh, wait a sec. Why don't I do that as like an accent wall around? And also, could I incorporate a little bit of like blue as well into this? Somehow. One way or another, Sandra wants kind of blue. I mean, that's a pretty nice shade. Wait, which one was it? Was it this one? Kind of. Maybe let's go into blue for a second. Actually, there's this lovely green as well. Ooh. Ooh, that's kind of cool though. What if I just do green like that? Because that is almost giving me slightly gone off grass. Not gone off grass, but like slightly dried grass. Ooh, okay, interesting. I feel like that should be a totally different vibe. But if we do some paneling, like dark paneling to symbolize the bark of that singular tree from that one singular picture, I think that's pretty cool. I kind of like this. I feel like there's a lot of green on that wall. Is there any other blues that I could maybe incorporate slightly into this? I really love this wall. I know it's a little bit dramatic for this room, so maybe not, but I actually like that in general. That's kind of cool. There are multiple different blues, but I don't want to make this feel like a clown house, which is something that I just tend to do just naturally out of the blue. It's a hidden talent of mine. Make everything look like a clown house by accident. I really want to add like a blue onto that wall, and this one seems to be quite muted. So maybe we could go for this one because I think, or maybe it's a bit too dark. Like I still want it to be more like a blue sky. Maybe actually that one. I know there's a lot of textures on the walls, but this build is meant to be quite textured in the sense, you know, we're living out in the elements. This should have been like the every elements challenge, or I don't know what to call this. Also, I feel like the rug is better this way because the other way I feel like you'd walk in through the front door and you instantly trip on it. But anyways, we still have to make this a functional home. So let's maybe pick out like a nice green couch. I feel like green is going to be the main color of this. I mean, it's called Grassland. Grassy land. I mean, when we go to the rainforest, I actually think I will make it actual rainforest, but in this room I do still really kind of want to make it cozy. Oof, not with that couch anyway. Love the way this couch doesn't come up as green in the green category. Just love that for us. Very kind, very considerate. I also don't think this one comes up, which I actually really like this one. What if we use this one? Is that very grassland? What is grassland? Like what? I'm actually getting a little confused. Like how am I supposed to make this work without making this look weird? Also, this is a cool couch. Why don't I go for this one? Is there a bigger version of this? No, of course there isn't, because why would we need a bigger version of it? Okay, I could, I suppose, go for this, but then there's going to be no matching chair to this, of course. So we're just going to be screwed regardless. But maybe I could make this work somehow. The color of these curtains reminds me of that picture of the dead grass I just seen. So maybe we could have something like that. Stunning. Okay, very good. I also kind of like the idea of having this like lonely chair here with like that wooden and the slight bit of blue and then a plant next to it, because it almost feels like a lonely tree by itself in the middle of the grassland. And then actually if I put like this light up here, that's the sun. That is the sun above us. That is actually kind of cool, but it is most definitely kind of weird at the same time. I think I just need a lot of plants like everywhere because this is considered grassland. So regardless if we're following a picture or not, the idea of grassland makes me think that there should be a lot of plants. So let me just litter this place of plants. I do like the way this looks though, but I am a little bit questionable. I'm not questionable. I am questioning whether this is actually playable. I want to move a couple of things around the place, and I think that like dark wooden color is quite cute, so I kind of like this. Then we could put like something here as well, like a little surface, a little accent table, green preferably, thank you very much. That's cool. That's not natural enough. We could go for something like this. Actually, none of those seem kind of natural. Oh, stunning. This one probably makes the most sense because it literally has a grass in it, like grassland in it. Oh my god, I can put a giraffe in here. I know this is a bit weird, but I mean, that would make a lot of sense. Why don't we pretend the giraffe is a coat rack? Oh my god, the giraffe is a coat rack. Because I was going to put like this cute giraffe thing here, which I still might, because I think that's quite adorable. Is there a green? There is a green. Oh my god. I could put this and I could put the coat rack next to the giraffe. Wait, what if I like scale the coat rack down and put the coats into the giraffe? So it looks like a coat rack. Okay, maybe I'll just put the coat rack next to the giraffe. But we pretend that the giraffe is actually a coat rack. Bloody heck, what is this challenge? I do apologize. I don't know what the heck is going on anymore, but that's okay. Okay, so I'm kind of completing this room now, and I am going to just use this maybe as a chandelier, like above the table. I feel like it's kind of giving me like that giraffe, like that savannah vibe. I'm not really sure exactly what it is, but I'm going to do that. And then over here, I guess maybe I will just leave a saucer. I mean, there's nothing wrong with just a saucer in the hallway. The giraffe is honestly my favorite point of this, but we've got some greens. We've got a nice sophisticated green vibes. We've got beautiful sunny sky day over there. That's fantastic, you know. Everything is turning out the way it should be. I might actually chuck that here as well. Wow, stunning. That is so cool. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is our grassland sitting room. I don't know whether I've completed this correctly. I don't know, but that is just what I've got. Anyways, why don't we do the bedroom next? Since we're right here, let's complete that one. Right, I'm spinning for the bedroom. What is it gonna be? I'm nervous. It could be anything. Oh, tropical rainforest bedroom. Oh my god, a tropical rainforest. Tropical rainforest, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so I kind of did want to go a little bit crazy wild with this one. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I did have an idea of literally going like dark grass, like super overgrown, almost like a dark green. Like, that's kind of cool, but that's too not enough what I want, is what I'm trying to say to you. Like, we could do some like weird kind of wooden, I actually even like this like weird wood vibe there. Very, very dark green, or else even like dirt. Dirt, there we go. Although, would that work for the desert a bit more? I'm not sure. Because when we search tropical rainforest, close to the equator, when it's where it's warm and it rains and everything is just prosperous growing conditions. But when I look at that kind of green, I almost see like a slight bit of like a bluey tinge. It's almost so dark with the amount of foliage and nature everywhere that it almost looks like nighttime when you're looking through it. But there's still a lot of like dark browns, but mainly green. There's cute tigers there as well, so that's adorable. Okay, so if I maybe search for like a really, really dark green color, actually one of the new ones, like this is a good one, but wait, now one of the new ones that came with the new pack, I betcha it's not gonna come up because that's just the way it's just the way this game works. Oh, maybe the dark wood. Oh, wait a sec. We could go for the dark wood on the back. But there is like, there 100% is a dark green, right? So if I search for green and businesses and hobbies, no, it doesn't show up. But when you just do businesses and hobbies, like look at those greens. Like that is 100% a green and I'm going to use it. Okay, I kind of like this like combination. Do I even like this anymore? Maybe I don't. Maybe the wood is going to be brought in through the items. Okay, anyways, we need a lot of greenery here, but I also need a bed. Like I need a normal kind of looking bed. So why don't we go for like dark browns and greens together and see if there's a bed that maybe could help us out. Like that's, where is the green? Okay, I see the dark brown, but where is the green? I want both together. Like that's cool, but I need like more wooden vibes, you know, like wooden, like almost something like that is giving me the vibe that I'm looking for. Oh, wait a sec. That could be, you could be a contender. Okay, I need green, like, and that has green, but it has black. Kind of wanted that dark brown, so you could be a contender. We also have this, but that's a bit too dramatic, so maybe not that one. Oh, this one's cool too. I like this, but the peachy vibes, not really rainforest. This is cool, but I feel like that would be better for beach vibes. Well, although we're not doing a bedroom for each room, Sandra. What are you talking about? I'm getting confused. I think I might just go for this bed. I know it has like some yellows and reds, but maybe that's gonna be a good way to bring a little pop of something into this. You know, that makes a lot of sense. Let's go for dark brown accents. So obviously you are an amazing contender. You could kind of, you almost kind of remind me of like a tall little tree. So maybe you could be one of them, but maybe we could go for another one. Like I almost kind of like the matching one next to it. Why don't we go for two different ones? I mean, trees vary in size, nature, and shape. So we don't have to have the exact same thing over and over. Also, I like these ones because they're just wooden. Why don't I do like a wooden, like little table over here if I stack a couple of these together? Okay, that looks a lot better in my mind, so maybe not. Maybe not that. Oh, this is also cool. Oh, wait a second. Oh, hold on now, guys. I am at an angle? No. Nothing is at an angle in the forest. Everything is more natural. And how did we cut that? God knows how we cut that, but okay. Maybe actually I'll remove this and I'll just use another one over here. Just have like 2 wooden vibes. That is pretty cool. Also, wait now, those 2 together could make a cool table. Ooh, wait a sec. That actually looks pretty cool as a table. Now I want to use that somewhere else. I'm going to put them over here for 2 seconds and I'm going to go back to my original idea. Oh, that's a cool bedside locker too, though. If it was slightly smaller, that could be an option. But we actually have a lot of really cool objects, especially when you're like filtering by category or filtering by color. There's definitely a few really cool ideas, but I'm still gravitating towards this one. Why don't I just do 2 different ones? Because as I said, rainforests, they vary in shapes and sizes, so we've got to be appreciative of that. I feel like also using like this plant, just like hanging over, kind of like that, you know, because it's definitely the hanging vibes that we will be getting out of this. Maybe we could do this plant like next to the bedside locker. It's so stunning. Why do I actually really want to put a tree inside here? I know that's like not really making any sense, but there would just be something so cool about having a tree in here. Is there like a smaller kind of little tree that I could put in here? Like I could put in this one. Like that is just so cool. The fact that we have a tree inside here. It is clipping through absolutely everything though. What if I make it even smaller? Okay, no. Is there a smaller tree, anybody? Like, we've got this one, but how rainforest tropical is that? Not necessarily very. That looks pretty rainforesty to me, but it is clipping through all of my walls. What about you? Oh, wait, you could be the right size. You're a little bit dainty looking, but it's pretty cute. I put you, like, over into this corner, and then we just add, like, some shrubbery behind it. Because, like, that is just who we are. We live our life in nature and shrubbery. And we're obsessed. Oh, yes. There we go. That is something, ladies and gentlemen. That is something. But we are in the rainforest. And I did say that I really wanted to make at least this room quite dramatic. I mean, I'm also considering putting a beach in the actual beach room. But whatever. I know this room is like so like down to earth and vibey, but I'm kind of thinking of putting a TV in here. Because like this table together actually looks like a pretty cool piece. So I'm kind of working on something like that. And I could put like a cool TV above it. You know, so you could just enjoy TV time here. I even just like put it on that. It's okay, no, that looks hideous. That looks so bad. Wait, I could put one up here. No, that's so stupid, Sandra. Just get a painting. I mean, we've got these trees as well, but I mean, that looks so bad. So no, maybe not that. We've got this one. See, I kind of like that idea, but also, is this going to ruin my whole vibe? Although maybe behind it, it kind of has like some cool vibes. Maybe that's like a cool art piece, you know, that someone created for us. This also, I feel like would work pretty well in here. Although I feel like I need more like a rainforesty vibe. Oh, deforestation. That's so sad. Okay, so I've gone a bit wild in this room. I've put loads of like shrubbery underneath the bed just to kind of make it look like we are actually living, you know, in a place that grows really quickly, which is technically Ireland. Ireland grows like so fast when it comes to its, you know, landscaping, especially like now that it's been raining, but it's also really sunny outside. I feel like everything grows so fast and I have to cut the grass like 1,700 times a week. No, that makes no sense. Anyways, so I kind of created like this very much so, like I can't really do a forest in here because I can only kind of fit one tree. But the sense that's giving me, like there's trees around everywhere. There's kind of like that dark hue that the trees are covering everything. But then there's also like a light part with the light part coming through window. I don't know. There's a few interesting features. Like I've got some rocks and I've overlaid landscaping and stuff everywhere. And I like my little table that I've created here. So I think that's pretty cute. We've got also maybe a collection of random bugs that you would find in this biome as well. I think that's pretty cool. As a chest of drawers, I actually did these like chests, these suitcases, because I actually kind of thought that was pretty interesting because it almost makes me feel like you're traveling into the biome but you're actually not staying, you know, that kind of way. I don't know, I think it's pretty cool. I think this room turned out pretty interesting. Looking at it now next to the sitting room, I think this is definitely a little bit more of a dramatic room to the other one. So anyways, let's move on. Maybe let's do the kitchen next. I guess let's get the big rooms out of the way. So we're spinning for, oh my god, we're spinning for the kitchen, everybody. What is it gonna be? Oh, beach coral vibes. Okay, that is gonna be interesting because I kind of wanted to put sand in this room, but that's a kitchen. Okay. So what I wanted to do was remove the floor of this room and actually like paint it, well, not paint it, but you know, do this so that there's actual sand. Which sand is more vibes? Is it this one? I guess this one's pretty sandy. Sure, now you don't go outside of the square because there's actually, other landscaping around there. Well, actually not inside here, but inside on the other side there's landscaping. Does that remind me of a beach, or do I want to maybe slightly overlay it like some of this as well? Kind of maybe like that's kind of beachy as well. Do we do... Okay, I was gonna do some darkness in the corners, but now that I think about it, it kind of looks green. Ooh, why does that look kind of green? What? Okay, this one seems to be like the only one that doesn't come up as green for me. I guess maybe we could do like a little bit of darkness here, like when we come out. I feel like here as well, I don't know what the heck's happening because I still kind of see green around, but maybe that's like a fun thing that we could do. Okay, so we're doing a beach kind of coral vibe. So coral has like pretty interesting colors. So I was kind of thinking that maybe we could do like definitely blue, sandy colors. And then for the decorations, we could use like some interesting coral colors. Like a coral, like you can find pinks, purples, oranges, kind of like a magenta, some yellow as well. So that would be pretty interesting. Whoa, that is a picture. That is a picture and a half. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. But do really want to have the sand there. I think the sand is just bloody hilarious. Okay, why don't I use this in like a sandy color? I think that's pretty cute. I don't really want the kitchen to be too like fully equipped because we're thinking about that this is on a beach, you know? So what would we have on a beach? I feel like this kind of fridge we would have on a beach. We could even go with that like light sandy color. Oh, look at that. Look at the beautiful kitchen. 10 out of 10. Also for sinks, I feel like we wouldn't have like a regular kitchen sink. I feel like we'd have something like that, but maybe actually this new metal one, although metal on a beach seems a bit dodgy. Although like this one seems pretty fun. We could do this one. This one's pretty hilarious. I mean, why would we need a hose though on a beach? What about this one? Oh wait, maybe this could be a cool contender. What about this thing? Yeah, we could put that like next to the fridge. Like, whoa, like that's what we have. And for the stove, I was actually thinking, why don't I do like a fire pit? Oh, is that the only fire pit we've got? I mean, that would definitely like burn your house down, but how fun would it be to just have like a cute little fire pit and do little chairs snap to this? They do. The little chairs, they snap. Oh, okay. I'm going to put a few cute little chairs. Oh, maybe we could incorporate some blues in here as well. Wow, look at that coral vibe. What about a bit of yellow? Oh, coral. Now we could maybe have a little bit of like orangey vibe as well. I don't know why that one can get so close, but also kind of can't. What? Wait a sec. What if I kind of go like this around the wall? It's a bit weird, isn't it? Maybe we could just do... That's a weird noise. Maybe we could just do something like this. That's pretty interesting. Wow, what a beautiful... Oh, that's not even clipped on. What a beautiful kitchen setup. Yes. Like, how do I do water in here? Like, I kind of wanted to have beach vibes, but I don't really know how to do that. Unless I actually create a pool in here at least. Wait a sec. What if I move this door over a little bit? The purpose of science, I am removing that plant and I am going to continue our pool maybe this way. Yeah. That's exactly what I wanted, actually. Yeah, so don't worry about it. That's kind of cool as well. Yeah, because it kind of matches like the sand vibes. Okay, so we've got this. So now I'm thinking maybe for the... Jesus Christ. I mean, technically that's a functional kitchen, but whether it should be functional, I don't think so. Anyways, when I think of beach, what do I think of? Like, I still think a little bit of like sand vibes. So maybe we could put the back wall being like a sandy wall. Oh, or wait a second. Although that could be probably more desert than sand. So maybe I'll leave that for when we're doing the desert. Maybe something like that. Okay. And then what about some nice like aqua blue tiling maybe? Because we need to incorporate a little bit of blue. Because obviously when I think of beach, I think of like water and whatever. I also think of like lovely blue clear skies. So I think I need like a nice blue that will look like it will match everything. Okay, that's a very, very interesting blue. That is so blue. What if I paint the inside that color as well? And I paint the bottom blue? Although, oh, there we go. We could paint it this color. Hold on a sec. Oh my god, that is so blue. Oh, that's like hurting my eyes. No, maybe not. I need like a light blue. Maybe that one. Okay. Although I could just do... This is a tough decision. I guess that one's pretty cool because it's almost like more natural feeling. So maybe we could go for something like that. Oh, this kind of reminds me of beach vibes as well. Like a little bit of stone. Is that a bit too weird? I feel like we need to have a little bit of tiling here though. Like at least a little bit of tiling. Like I almost feel like I should put tiling on this wall. But like what kind of blue tiling reminds me of a beach? Oh, Lord above. Oh, this is cool. What if I do something like this? And then wait a sec, if I actually paint this wall like this color and this one as well, and then I just do blue tiling on this wall. Oh my god, I just found this dude, Snowy the Sandman. Do I put him in the corner or what do I do? I mean, at this point, I feel like I should. I also found these beach towels and I'm using them as rugs because I think that's hilarious, but I don't really know what else to put into this room. Oh, I forgot there's actual sand now. Oh, hold on a second. We could definitely incorporate some actual real sand around the place. That's pretty cute. I mean, we could have a fan. That probably makes a lot of sense as well. Actually, I don't really think it makes any sense, but okay. Maybe we could have some loungers. Like, we could have a fun little sun lounger somewhere. But I guess I do want this to be functional at the same time, but whether that is even possible. Oh, an umbrella. Of course. Brawly vibes. Oh, there's this one. This one's huge. Whoa. Okay, that's a bit dramatic. I like the one that came with the new pack, but clearly that is still not tagged correctly. So I'm going to have to find it manually, which is just a pain in the butt. This one. This one's so pretty. And there's like a blue version and it's quite small. So it does fit into this room. I feel like maybe if I put it... What if I put it like on over here? I don't really know. Looks a bit silly though, doesn't it? Then again, why am I worried about this looking silly? This whole room is silly. Like, what are you talking about? I guess this is going to be very difficult. She says this now as she's realizing it. What if I put it like here and I just move the chairs over a little bit? I mean, I think that's a little bit ridiculous. Although, why do I even need those windows like that? Do I even need windows in this room? Oh, Lord above. What if I have him in the corner? It's pretty cute over here. Okay, there we go. So we've got like a brawly and stuff. I mean, we can cook. Whether we should cook, I'm not sure. Okay. What about some stuff from Solani? Maybe this will actually bring this place together a little bit. Like, this is giving me beach vibes. Like, look how adorable this looks. Oh, that's a better fire pit, but I guess that doesn't really fit. Oh, yeah, I could put that in there. That is some beach vibes, guys. We're catching some crabs. Oh, yeah. Wait a sec. Can I somehow fit the two of these in here? If I make these smaller. Wait, this could be like floating over there. And then someone can be floating over here. Whether they should be, I'm not sure, but they are. And that's the main thing, okay? We can have this as we just come in because that's pretty cute. I feel like I need more kitchen stuff. Oh, yeah. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay. Water safety's first. Maybe some of this as well here, just to be like, be careful now when you're swimming. Be careful when you're swimming, everybody. I'm not sure whether this is going to be functional at all. Maybe I'll actually just move this over and I'll move that over there a little bit so there isn't that many seats. I kind of do really want this sign there. Actually, this is like the turtle sign though, isn't it? Oh, this one's beautiful. Look at that one. It's really challenges like this that make you like think and realize how many beautiful objects we've got. What if I actually put this over here so it's almost like a decoration on that wall? See what I did there? I'm thinking, guys. I am thinking. We've obviously got these spoons, so that would be pretty interesting to symbolize that we are in the kitchen. Kitchen vibes. There we go. Oh, yeah. That's so cool. So we could have like a covered little kitchen scenario. That's adorable. And I love that. I also kind of want this here. That's pretty interesting. Okay. Yeah, I think Solani, this kit is definitely, or this pack is definitely saving us a little bit. A treasure chest. It's like, who needs more utensils for the kitchen when you've got a treasure chest? Absolutely. These, somewhere, yes, but where? Running out of space is the problem. Yeah, I am running out of space quite dramatically now. I really want this thing somewhere as well. Maybe like actually up here. That is so gonna go on fire, but do I really care? Not really. Oh, the blue. Beautiful. Okay, let me just like clutter the kitchen a bit. Oh, that's actually what I was looking for, like this one. Can I get rid of this one and put the chairs over on that one? So yeah, don't be reminded. Please be reminded by the blue. The blue is actually, the blue and the orange are supposed to be like coral reef vibes, but we do need more colored-y, like coral reef decor pieces as well, so great. Okay, I think I've completed this room. So I made it actually quite adorable. I mean, it's giving me like beach vibes. Like you have like a house on the beach and you're trying to cook for your friends. And I think it's actually quite fun. It's very busy. It's very interesting. We've got some pops of color. Maybe you could make this like a bit more like pinky color. Maybe like this to kind of symbolize the coral reef a little bit more. I mean, I'm not sure really. We've got some pops of color for the coral reef, but I think this room is pretty fun. I think it's something different, and you know, not to say that I'm now going to be creating rooms like that with sand on them, but it did make me kind of think that, you know, the combination of this fridge maybe with this sink and these cabinets is really giving me like island vibes, and I might use that in the future. So I am learning, even though this challenge is crazy and bizarre. Anyways, let's do the dining room next. We've only got 3 rooms left to do, and one of them is underwater still, so I'm kind of nervous for that. I don't know what I'm gonna do. So let's spin for dining room. Oh my god, I'm so nervous. Oh my god. What is it gonna be? It's underwater. Christ's sake. It's like I knew it. For some reason, every time I do these challenges, they give me the dining room and the kitchen to be such similar styles. Oh my god. Okay, so this is supposed to be underwater. Okay, the way I was thinking of doing this, obviously, like I could just turn this into a pool, Bob's your uncle, but then we won't really have tables, obviously. So I kind of wanted to maybe do like just blue, but like almost like that we're at the bottom of a pool. I think that would be quite funny. You know, if I just do something like this. Oh my god, that is giving me underwater vibes. Like, I'm sorry, that really is. So if I just do, wait, now, is there any like fish? Can I get debug fish and put them all over the place? Oh, that's disgusting, but maybe. Could do like fish tanks, which is also giving me such creepy vibes in this place. There's like this picture of fish. That's fantastic. Oh yeah. Okay, there's like lovely little fish, so maybe we could like put that as the art piece. I mean, this is kind of terrifying. I'm not really sure what kind of vibe we're going for. Are we going for a dead fish vibe or like a live fish vibe? You know, like we could obviously use this here as well, but obviously there's also, oh my god, fish light. Of course, fish light. Hold on a sec. Can I get it like lower down? Not that low. Okay, no, I can't. Okay, I'm going to put this here. I'm going to continue using my saucers because for some reason everything is so dark these days. There we go. Okay, so I still need a table. So why don't I maybe just do actual fundamental part of this, which is a dining table. What kind of underwater dining table are we talking about? Okay. Kind of thinking glass for some reason. Because we're underwater, so we kind of want to make it clear, like, bloop, 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 kind of, okay, what was that noise? What is going on with me today? I really don't know. Like, I'm kind of feeling like this table maybe might be the right choice for us, like, bloop, 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 you know, that kind of way, like we're underwater, we're in like a glass fish tank, which is actually very sad. Me and fish don't really get along, as in, I used to have a fish that didn't end very well, so I'm kind of sad, but, you know, maybe, oh, yes, like these, there we go. Maybe fish just, you know, oh, this reminds me of a submarine. That's what it reminds me of. There we go. Fish took over this room, and that's totally fine, and we will allow them. But I just want more like, I want more fishy vibes here. Oh, these is curtains. Could be fun. Okay, there are these fish as well, which, I mean, I guess I could use them, even though I did use them in the other room as well. I guess that's kind of like a cool art piece, you know, it's like fish. This is how we catch them with these baits, whatever these are called. I don't know what these things are called, but anyway. Is this a fish? No, that's an elephant. Oh, my bad. Oh my god, the lilies on the ground. Yes, like we are underwater. We need a rug. We just got lilies. Okay, these lilies don't look very good, but these do. Oh, yes. Wow, we really don't need rugs when we've got lilies. I wanted a water feature, but obviously they don't really move, and that looks a little weird, but maybe actually it doesn't. Maybe it looks okay. Oh, yeah, this little water feature as well. Beautiful. Underwater. Blue, 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 blue. I need to stop doing that. Okay, this theme definitely looked a lot better in my head than it does in real life, so that's not really ideal for me. Is there any maybe paintings that I could add on the wall? Sorry, I'm like cracking up doing this challenge. Why did I think this is gonna look good? Like, obviously does this not look good? What is that? Is that abstract art? What is it? Water? A tude in blue. I don't think it's water. Okay. No, thank you then. I need like a coastal. Oh, wait now. That looks cool. Oh, that's going to be cool for the cold climate. So maybe I'll leave that. That is cool, but it's not really giving me the vibe that I'm looking for. What is this? Is that a turtle? Oh, there we go. Underwater. Oh my god, perfect. Oh, wait a sec. Oh, wait now. Can I move this over? Maybe over here. We'll move this beautiful piece over there, and then I'll just move that underwater thing there. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Under the sea. You know, like that kind of way. Okay, we're in debug now, and I found these signs, and I think these are pretty snazzy as a fun little decoration, so we'll add a couple of those. The main reason why I am here, though, is to find them bloody fish. Oh, there they are. No. Why is this breaking? Oh my god, that's terrifying. Why is this breaking my heart, but at the same... Sorry. Screw them lilies. We've got pufferfish or whoever you are. Anglerfish. Excuse me. Piranha. Oh yeah. Perch. Oh my god. Beautiful centerpiece of every table. Take my name down for your wedding bookings. Oh my god. I'm gonna just have random fish everywhere, and now that is actually kind of breaking my heart, and I'm not sure whether this was a good idea at all because there's just dead fish. Okay, no. I like to think that these are... Oh my god. The batfish. That's terrifying. Okay, that's cute, but it's terrifying. I like to think that these fish are... Oh, the koi fish. Oh, no. Okay, just think about the fact that these Trish... Who is Trish? Sorry. Hi, Trish. These fish are all alive, and they're all alive and well. They're just swimming around, and they're just living their best life, and we're just visiting them. Oh my god, what is... There we go. Okay, you wanted under the water? Well, now you've got under the water. Let me exit this room briefly before I literally uninstall my game. Okay, goodbye. Thank you very much. Oh god, I'm crying. Right, so we've got bathroom and office left to do, and I kind of feel like doing the bathroom next since we're on like this water theme. I don't know what my hair is doing. Ignore it. So let's spin for the bathroom. If it gives me like desert bathroom, I will cry. Oh my god, it's gonna give me desert bathroom. I just said I'd cry. Like, I will cry. And now I've got desert bathroom. Okay. Yay. The other climate would have worked better because that's like a snowy climate, so I could have made everything white. But I've got to make everything desert vibes for the bathroom. Okay. Of course. The FBI is always listening. Okay. So, a bathroom. I already was thinking about using, you know that wallpaper? Wait now, where is it? It literally looks like a desert, like this thing. Like, I'm sorry. That's the most deserty vibed wallpaper you have ever seen. But then also like these colors from this pack also look kind of deserty, so I wonder, should I add some of that tiling in that pattern as well? I think that would be quite fun. Yeah, there we go. I mean, I actually have been doing a lot of deserty kind of vibed rooms like this. I could add like this because that kind of reminds me of the desert, or that kind of does too. You know, maybe we should like take it down a notch. Oh, that's cool, but that's pebbles. Are there pebbles in a desert? I'm not sure. I don't think so. I feel like we need to tone it down with at least this room. Maybe we can make this room like kind of normal feeling, like a normal bathroom. Just because I feel like after those fish, I will not be able to sleep at night because I will be crying that I pulled out all those fish from debug and they were all dead. Oh my god, sorry. We're gonna have to move on. I have to move on. Or else we do like proper desert. I think that actually looks pretty cool. Else I could just delete the floor. Let me just see what it looks like if I just paint it a terrain paint. Like sun-kissed sand. Desert vibes. I guess it kind of is. Okay, should we just do that? Because I mean, it is real life desert, so maybe this will work a little bit better. I don't like the way there's like a green outline. Whatever. Actually, speaking of desert, actually no, not speaking of deserts at all. Do you know this toilet? The new toilet that came with the sleek bathroom kit? So all along, I feel like such an idiot. All along I've been using this, but apparently this item was put into the game wrong. This is what it's meant to look like, right? It's meant to be one of those hidden toilets, but all along that's how I've been placing it. And actually when I saw the update that came out last night and I was looking at this object that it was like was fixed in the game, now it automatically clips into the wall like this. Felt like such an idiot because I was working with it like this, and the reason why I'm feeling like an idiot is because I actually prefer it that way for some reason. Like, why would they add that piece if they didn't want us to use it? Like, why do I feel like this looks so much better than this? I mean, okay, I get both concepts obviously, but I'm kind of used to this now, and also I really want to use this toilet because it's giving me desert vibes. So I guess let's use it the proper way today, okay? But just to know, I'm embarrassed. The funny thing is there's no water in the desert, so why am I doing literal, like, I was about to put in a shower. There's no water in the desert. Okay, this build is just gone like bad. It started off really mediocre, then we went a little bit crazy with this room, and then oh my god, the fish, I can still see them and I'm so sad. Wait a sec, maybe I could use this thing. That's pretty cool. Wait, why does it look green and then you put it down and it's not? What? What is going on? That is kind of cool. I kind of like this idea, and I feel like I'm never ever going to use the shower again, so why don't we try and use it today? So that could be a fun little look for us. So let's use this. Sorry, that toilet. I'm just so embarrassed because I was just using it so wrong. But it's okay. We all make mistakes every once in a while. I guess maybe using this object probably makes a lot of sense because there's no other objects really that would be normal unless I start putting a pond in here. Is that even possible? Can I even put a pond inside of my house? Wait a sec. I mean, at this point, what do I have to lose? Nothing. Okay, I'm in a pond, guys. Wait, I'm kind of ruining everything, but I guess as I always am. Oh, wait. Oh, it's like attempting to put some water in there, but I don't think it's working. Oh, no. It's like trying. Oh, wait a sec. Oh, wait. I kind of created a pond. Can I smoothen the edges a little? Oh, it disappears. Okay. Let's just keep going further down. What about now? Can I add water now? Kind of. It really doesn't want to. And fair enough. I mean, I shouldn't really be allowed because we can create like a lovely oasis. But now that I think about it, maybe that's a little bit too much. Okay, let's just undo really quickly. Undo. Forget that I ever did that. Okay, so instead of the oasis, I've created my own oasis. Okay, and now we've got like the bath. So obviously when you fill up the bath, that becomes the oasis. The whole idea of it is that you can't see it because you're getting, I don't know, whatever those words are when you're in the desert. You know, you're like, what's the word? A mirage. A mirage when you're hallucinating? I don't know. So you're hallucinating that there is an oasis in here, but there clearly isn't. Also, I've got like this, I guess, here for desert, which I guess it's kind of giving me desert vibes. I mean, that shower is not really now, but I mean, at this point, does it really matter? Not really. So this shower is begging to be placed this way, but I'm just going to ignore what it wants and do it this way. And now I was about to say they fixed the sleek bathroom kit toilet, but they still haven't tagged all the other items to accents. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I still have to go and show all. I don't get it. I mean, what's going on, guys? Help me. I'm just sick of going and finding random things separately. Oh, this could be like our sun again. The bright sun is shining in the desert. Oh, we could remove like the top sun. The top sun. Oh my god. And maybe we could do like this as like the actual sun. Like there's so many suns, you're hallucinating. There's 4 suns in the sky. Olive tree, of course. I feel like the olive tree would probably make sense here as well. I don't know why. Is there olive trees in the desert? Probably not, but who cares at this point? I like this mirror here. It's giving me like sort of a vibe, so I'm gonna leave it there. And we've got no towels, which is always a problem. So maybe I'll put the olive tree. I'm actually going to delete the olive tree. I don't really care about it. Can I move the door over a smidgen so that I could put some towels over here? Because I feel like I know we're in the desert, but we still need to dry ourselves, even though you probably dry off really quickly. That doesn't matter. Okay, that's really pretty. What else do I need? I don't really need anything else. I mean, that's a pretty deserty bathroom if I've ever seen one. Do we need some utensils? Probably. I mean, it's still a bathroom. Let's not be nasty. Okay, I also did like a beautiful stepping stone work thing. Oh, we've got no toilet paper. That toilet paper is gonna be soaked from that shower, but it's not my problem. Anyways, that is our desert bathroom, and honestly, dare I say, this is like my favorite room of the house because it's probably the most normal. But imagine like accidentally whacking your hand into that cactus. Imagine accidentally falling out of the bath over to that side. God bless you, but that is our desert bathroom. Yay! And now we've got the tundra biome climate left to do for the office. Yay. Oh, the word tundra usually refers to only the areas where subsoil is permafrost or permanently frozen. Okay, but that's still like, is that still icy conditions though? Like, because when I'm looking up tundra, it still looks like there's flowers growing in tundra. Like, what? I'm interested. I'm confused, but I'm interested the fact that I'm learning. Like, I'm kind of expecting more so that kind of tundra, but I like the way there's like pops of red and a little bit of green. So I guess that's what we're gonna do. I thought it was just like Antarctica kind of vibe, but clearly it's still a bit more than that. Oh, it is found in the Arctic. Okay. Tundra is also found at the tops of very high mountains everywhere else in the world. Okay, so I am mainly going to make it quite white though. Like I want it to still feel snowy and cold. But I like the idea of maybe using some wooden features in this. So that there is still like, just because the soil is frozen, like there's still some sort of vegetation trying to grow. That's pretty interesting. So why don't we do like white wood to symbolize frozen lake, frozen over. That's actually kind of cute. I kind of like that. What about this one? No, I actually kind of like that one because the lines of that one are so irregular. They almost do kind of look like icy conditions. I think that's pretty interesting. We could just make everything white like this, but like, can we do anything more interesting than that? I kind of like this because this is almost making me feel like a glacier, but I don't really want to make it too like bathroomy vibes because we just did a desert bathroom, which I'm extremely confused today with what the heck I am building, but that's okay. Maybe I'll add a little bit of like a wooden paneled wall somewhere. Maybe just over there would be ideal. And that's kind of everything I think I want to do. I think I want to make it quite simple because, you know, it's snowy climate, it's cold, it's very cold. So we've got to admit that we're cold. Anyways, why don't I then maybe use like this table and slightly like a brushed, dirty, light wood. I don't know what that type of wood that is, but maybe it's still wood that's in that climate, but it's kind of like dead and it's cold, you know, like that kind of way. So maybe that's something interesting. What chair though does one use? I mean, I could use this like really fuzzy chair to symbolize that you've got to put on your coat because it's very cold in this establishment, or else not. Maybe not. This is actually a lot more difficult than what I thought it would be because I don't really understand how I'm supposed to make this look cold and icy. Like the easiest thing would be to put like a fireplace in here, but it's an office, so I'm not sure really how this is going to work. I mean, I guess I could try put a fireplace in here. I could do like one of these. Okay, no, I was gonna say small ones, but that's not small. I could put like one of these in here and make it white to be like, oh my god, we're so cold that we like to come in here and, you know, hide from the cold. Maybe that could be a fun idea that we could do. I don't know. Does this make any sense? Probably not. Why is this giving me like cold vibes. Like this rug. It's giving me like, oh, very cold, icy conditioned vibes. Maybe I could put that there. Maybe then I could do a nice little cozy mushroom. Ooh, that chair is horrendous, but it's kind of giving me cold vibes. Is there a white version of this? There is, but that's a bit ugly. Maybe I'll just do a white version of this. Maybe like just a white version of this plastic chair to symbolize the amount of plastics that the world emits into the world and hurting our planet. You know, that could be a strong move. Not sure really how to feel about that though. Okay, so apparently there's vegetation alive somehow. Like how? Like what you mean? Like when I think of vegetation in the cold, I kind of think of something like this. Like we just found some sticks and we put them into a vase. Oh, wow, beautiful vegetation. Oh, I did not know things can go up there. That's actually pretty cute. Can I put like a cute little light? Kind of thinking of like a lantern. Oh, these are so cool. Like this thing. Yeah, that's actually pretty cute. That's making me feel kind of cold, but like warm at the same time. I don't know how to feel about that. Okay, so we obviously need like a bit of a computer. Maybe let's think of a laptop because we are in the Arctic. We are traveling, you know. Oh, this could be a cool lantern. Like you grab it and you go with you. That's like a modern lantern. So we've got something like that. And like when I searched that picture, there's a bit of red. Could I maybe go for something like this to symbolize like a little bit of red vibes going on? Not really sure. I also feel like I need a bookcase, so maybe I'll move the table over a smidgen. And could we incorporate some sort of like a little bookcase? A cold, icy bookcase, huh? Whatever that means. But just put this thing here. Like that's kind of cool. Is it? Or maybe it isn't. Or what if I move the table actually like this into the corner and I move this? Okay. Nope. There we go. Maybe if I move this thing, I'll take the opposite end one, which is this one, and we do it in the white color. Cold, where we are. Yeah, that could be a fun idea. Maybe I could do something like this instead. But now I feel like that rug is not really making sense because now I feel like I need a rug to fill the bigger kind of space. So maybe actually I'll use my favorite rug, which is this one in the white shade, because that feels, oh, that fills the space a bit too much. I hate that for some reason. When the rug fills the space like that, it's just like not for me. I don't know why. It's like too perfect, like matchy. Oh wow, we filled the spot, you know, like that kind of way. Don't really like that. Unless I do something like this and then I overlay a second rug, that could be an idea. I just can't have things too matchy, you know. Could maybe like use this one. Actually, this one would probably be in general a lot better. So, yeah, see, like that fits like perfectly and it has a nice balance. And then maybe I could like overlay this one at a slight angle, maybe something like that. I mean, that looks like it's gonna catch fire, but do I care? No, I do not care at all. Let's just do some nice pink books. Ew, no. The orange books, or like a slight bit of green to symbolize, yeah, I told you we'd grow. You didn't believe us. Actually, why doesn't that fit properly? What? Rude. I want you to fit properly on this shelf. Hello? There we go. That's much better. And then I could put like a sad little plant next to it. Or maybe actually it doesn't even have to be sad. It could just be this one. But is there like a red? There's like this thing. Perfect. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. That's much better. That's really nice. And then maybe we just need like some like cold Arctic art. Whatever the heck that means. Wait, wasn't there one? Wait, what's this? Oh, why does that look Russian? Also, that text looks really Russian. Also, what are these? What are these? But why is this a perfect Arctic picture? I don't understand. Maybe I'll put that like over here. What is that? Yeah, I feel like I should have like this above that. Is there a white frame? Yes, there is. And then over that, maybe we could just have a mirror. Oh, the underwater. Oh my God, the debug underwater pictures. Oh my God, I'm so silly for not using these. I don't really know where to put that though. There's so much crap everywhere. Oh no, I'll put one of them there. I don't really care at this point. This house is hideous. So, I mean, who's gonna want to even live in this house? Nobody. When I search ice cream comes up. What about like snow? Oh, freezing cold conditions, guys. Oh, so cold. Yes, very cold. Oh, these are kind of cute. We could do this. Wow, so cold. Or maybe actually just up here or something. They don't really fit very well though. Kind of annoying me. Wait a sec. Why don't they fit? Oh, they fit like this. Okay, that's actually not too bad. Maybe we could do something like that. Okay, we've got a sandman, but we've got no snowman. We've got snow angel. We've got snow pal that's been melted. Oh, that window is called It's Snowing. Slider window. That's so cute. That's called snow fight apparently. Snow globes. There we go. Is there like a snowy one? Is that a snowy one? Sure. I don't think any of these are snowy, but they are snow globe. So maybe we could like incorporate one of these. I know they're debug, so it kind of makes no sense. Maybe we could incorporate one of them and be like, oh, you remember my home? Because I'm stuck in the Antarctica, in the Arctic, and I miss my family. Snow shovel. Oh Lord, I think I need to like leave. What is this? Snowdrops. Yeah, snowdrops can go here. And what is this? Snowboarding volume number 1. Okay, perfect. I guess we could also read this. That's what we read when we're sitting down, so I'll just leave it there on the floor. So nice. Okay, that is really cute. Do we've got like any icy kind of chandelier vibe? Any kind of cold chandelier, whatever that means. Cold vibes I'm looking for. Actually, something like that reminds me of like cold, because like that metal would be so cold. That could be an option. Like, why am I imagining that we're in like a bunker in the Antarctic and we're like researchers and we're just researching the Arctic? That's what I'm thinking of when I'm building this room for some reason. I don't know why. And maybe this mirror there. Okay, perfect. That is our Antarctica Tundra snowy office. I don't think that looks very snowy personally. Now that I think about it, does this even look like a grassland room? I mean, we can definitely know. We can definitely tell that this is underwater though. But well, guys, this whole house is now complete. I am embarrassed to say the least. Could I have done other biomes? Probably. So please let me know down in the comments if you think there's any other things that I could have done to this house. But I guess the last thing I gotta do is do a tour. Before I do that though, I am gonna paint the ceilings just for the immersion purposes. So give me 2 seconds. Well guys, welcome on in to my fringe not responding. Welcome on into my beautiful every room is a different biome house. I mean, it looked so nice from the outside. What have I done to the inside? I do to apologize. Anyways, as we make our way through, we are greeted with grassland biome. So flat land, grassy nature, giraffes numbing on the grass, yum yum yum. We've got a lot of grassy textures, you know. It's very chill vibes in here, I feel. You know, we're just a flat plane of land. We're just very neutral kind of feeling. We've got beautiful skies. We've got sun in the sky. And we've got beautiful green vibes. So that's fantastic. Let's move on into the bedroom where we are greeted with the rainforest. This is the rainforest, tropical rainforest vibes. You see, the skies are a little bit cloudier because it would rain, of course, but we've got beautiful sun still peeking through those beautiful bushes. So this is our tropical rainforest room, which, I mean, it's probably my favorite room purely because of this like corner over here. I think it's quite nice. So that is our tropical room. Then let's just leave the dining room for a minute. Then we've got our beautiful beachy vibes, beachy corally vibes. I mean, look at that beautiful sunset sky. We're chilling, we're grilling, and we are partying at the beach, you know. I mean, this room, kind of vibey. I mean, it's got a pretty cute vibe. I think it's actually quite cute. There's something so adorable about it. I would like to just say, disclaimer, this is absolutely not going to be functional in any slightest bit, but who cares? I mean, that wall looks hideous, but whatever. It does not matter. That is our beachy vibe. Let's head on over maybe to the snowy tundra climate. Oh, so cold, so frosty. Okay, when you come in here, it actually does feel a little bit frosty. So there's something quite interesting about how obviously colors can make us feel different things. I mean, there's still things that I'm very questionable within this room, but it is making me feel like I am in the Arctic and I'm really cold and I'm a researcher and this is where I am. It's in a cold bunker and this is my cold room. So that is that. And then we've got probably like the most normal, I guess this is still not a normal room, but this is our desert bathroom, which I think it turned out probably the best with the least objects because it is the most literal. So I kind of like this space. I kind of like that texture of the mirror. Obviously we've got dangerous cacti and we've got some like oasis vibes going on here. We've got beautiful stepping stones, the proper use of this toilet now, so that's fantastic. And yeah, so that is our desert kind of vibe toilet. And oh yeah, you said we've got one more room to check out. Oh yeah, you're right. Check out the dining room, which has it's underwater vibes. And I mean, you obviously can tell that it's underwater vibes, but oh my god, that fish. So as you come in, be careful because you've got some fish lining the space. Again, I'd like to think that they are swimming and they're alive and they're well and they're happy. Oh my god, sorry. We are underwater though. There's without a doubt, this is an underwater room. At the same time, because of that bluiness, it's giving me really good vibes. That like it's quite realistic and it's one of my favorite rooms, but most definitely, oh my god, I can't. I gotta leave. Anyways, guys, that, ladies and gentlemen, is my every room is a different biome room. I'd be very interested to see what other biomes maybe there are, maybe other kind of landscapes, or maybe we could do one where we're like a bit more specific, or we're like in Spain kind of beach vibes, or we could say we're in Texas ranch kind of, you know, biome vibe. I don't know. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Is there any particular other way that I could take this that would make it a little bit more interesting, and you know, it won't require me to use dead fish on the kitchen table? So I think maybe there's other ways that I could take this. So I'd be really interested to see what you guys have to say about the build, because I've got a lot to say, but I also have got a lot to never say again. Anyways, guys, I'm going to leave you with this monstrosity of a build. I hope you enjoyed this kind of a little bit more chaotic build, because I've been doing a lot of very curious and interesting stylistic builds these days. So every once in a while, it's good to sit down and just kind of laugh and use objects you won't normally use, and just laugh at the fact that I put fish all around the room. Swimming, they're alive and well. Anyways, if you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Check out some of my previous videos, linked for you down below. Yeah, guys, I really hope you enjoyed, and I shall see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.